All right, we'll now reconvene the work session for the purpose of taking public comment. The next item on the agenda is a public hearing to solicit public input for the proposed revisions to the 2018-2025 strategic plan. Some citizens may have signed up in advance with the school board clerk. We will follow that list first and allow anyone else who wishes to speak to come to the podium to do so after we've completed the initial list. We ask that each speaker come to the microphone and clearly state your name, neighborhood, or school affiliation. Once you've finished speaking, we ask that you write your name and contact information on a sign-in form located on the table behind the microphone. To assist you in tracking your time, there's a timekeeping system on the podium. Speakers will have a 4-minute time limit. The light will be green as you begin your remarks. The yellow light means you have 1 minute remaining, and we ask that you stop speaking when the light turns red. The school board is here tonight to hear from you, the community. Speakers will speak directly to the board. We will not be responding to the speakers, but we will carefully consider your comments regarding the proposed revisions to the strategic plan, and someone may follow up with you. We appreciate your attendance here this evening and providing your input. We did not have any speakers sign up, or we did? Okay, very good. And so before our first speaker comes, I believe that we're going to have some remarks.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Dr. Cashwell, as you mentioned, today we'll be having our public hearing to solicit feedback on the proposed updates to the 2018-25 strategic plan. As we talked about last work session, Henrico has 2 guiding documents that outline the long-range plans for the school division. The first is our 2018-25 strategic plan, which was approved in June of 2018 and was developed through a year-long process involving community stakeholders. The strategic plan outlines next steps for the school division related to 8 strategic goals. In July of 2018, Henrico welcomed Dr. Cashwell as superintendent, and she spent her first 100 days visiting with schools, families, local leaders, community groups, and interested citizens. And through her travels, she identified areas of strength and opportunity related to each Henrico cornerstone, as outlined in Amy's passport. To help streamline our planning documents, in August, we reconvened our Strategic Planning Steering Committee. The committee included a student, teachers, administrators, parents, and business partners, as well as 2 school board members. And again, I would like to thank Ms. Cock and Mr. Pike for your support and service of this work. The committee was charged to combine the leveled action plans that included elementary, middle, and high. Currently in our strategic plan document, those are specific action plans, but we wanted the committee to work and provided one plan around those goals that were originally leveled. They also worked to align the strategic plan with Amy's passport, recommendations, and next steps. And they identified overarching measures of progress related to each goal that we can use as community indicators of improvement. Additionally, they provided recommendations for communicating our work towards meeting strategic plan goals with our community stakeholders. The committee spent the morning working to align our planning documents, and the proposed updates have been posted on the Henrico County Public Schools Strategic Plan website since September 12th. The updates are not meant to completely overhaul the plan, but instead to provide consistency of direction and next steps. So the primary purpose for these proposed updates is to clearly demonstrate the alignment between our 2 planning documents to our community. So this afternoon, we'll be having our public hearing to solicit input from our community on those proposed updates. And we'll be working to incorporate the input that we receive in preparation to request school board approval on October 24th.
All right.
And I'm happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Thank you. Members of the board, do you have any questions or comments? I know we've had a chance to discuss this before at a previous meeting. If they're not, then thank you. I've already provided the introduction regarding public comments. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to that tonight? You 2 ladies in the back there, would y'all like to speak? I take it they're not here to speak tonight. All right, well, there's no speakers. Then that concludes the business of the work session. And we will adjourn until 6:30, when we will come back for the Okay, for the evening meeting. And of course, our upcoming meeting is October the 10th, which will be a work session scheduled to begin at 2 p.m., and that time is subject to being adjusted as necessary. There being no further business, the work session is adjourned.